Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Punchestown Racecourse here on Thursday. It is April the 26th, 2018. Gonna look at almost all the races on today's program from Punchestown, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world. I'm gonna look at almost all the races. The only race I won't be looking at is the National Hunt Flat Race, the 8th race today from Punchestown 745. So for the first 7 races, I'll be giving out a tip. Let's get on to it because it's an excellent day of racing from Punchestown. Let's get on to it. Start off race number 1, the 340. The 340, it's the JLT Handicap Hurdle. Handicap Hurdle going for a purse of $36,000. That's in the American currency, so don't get confused. This race is for 4-year-olds and upwards, rated 88 to 123. Field of 28 horses, but we have 3 also eligible as reserves. 26, 27, 28 are also eligible, so only 25 will go. The distance of ground of 3,200 meters or 2 miles over the hurdle course. Top pick in this race, very wide open race. I'll give you 3 horses that I think can win. Those 3 horses are the 6 horse Call a Cab, the 9 horse Force of Forces, and the number 15 horse here, La Rena. So 6, 9, 15 for me here in the opener. First horse I'll be talking about is number 6 horse Call a Cab, 5-year-old gelding by Beneficial. Barry Garrity's on this one for Pat Fye. This horse's most recent outing came on the 1st of April at Ferry House, 2.5 miles on soft ground in a novice handicap hurdle. This horse finished 5th by 28 lengths. Had a little bit of a high weight that day, and first start in 6.5, 7 weeks. I think the horse needed the race. Really just never got into it. Wasn't his day to win. I'm guessing with this horse there might have been maybe a training setback because of all the bad weather they had in Ireland in March. But he just didn't run well. But I think coming here second off the layoff with a lot of better weather, probably getting him some good training, I think he should run a lot better of a race. Before that, the 21st of February here, Punchestown, 2 miles on the 16th of the main hurdle. He jumped incredibly well. He won by 2 lengths. He quickened up nicely and just had a very nice victory going around the race course well. And then January the 1st at Ferry House, heavy ground, 2.5 miles main hurdle. Horse finished 4th by 8.25 lengths. Just lacked a little bit at the end. It wasn't his day to win. His best races come over this race course. I think second off the layoff here today. I think he should run a big one, so watch out for him. Another horse I like here is the number 9 horse, Force of Forces. BJ Cooper is on this one for Willie Mullins, 5-year-old gelding here. This horse's most recent outing came on the 20th of March at Clonmel. Heavy ground, 2 miles and 3/4 in a novice hurdle. Horse finished 3rd by 50 lengths. It was only field of 5 horses, and he just kind of, he was with the leaders early on, and then he just kind of hit the wall. The 2 in front of him were a little bit better. I think this race is a little bit of a step down in class, and it's definitely a step down in trip here, going back to 2 miles, where I think this horse run a lot better. Just throw that race out. Before that, at Ferry House, 14th of February, 2.5 miles on heavy ground and maiden hurdle. He won by 19 lengths, 73 cents a dollar. Had 5 other rivals that day. He jumped well and had a very easy victory. And then before that, there was on the 21st of January, 2 miles main hurdle. Horse finished 4th by 20 lengths. Just really couldn't keep up with them at the end. He should handle the going here today, and I think with a cutback to 2 miles, I think he should run well, so watch out for him. Another horse I like here is the number 15. The number 15, La Rena. He's at odds of 12 to 1 here. Paul Townend is on this one for Willie Mullins. This horse's most recent outing came on the 1st of April at Cork. Soft ground, 2 miles and 3/8 in a handicap hurdle. He didn't finish that day. He kind of just weakened out of it and pulled up out of it. It wasn't his day to win. 2 miles, I think, was really pushed. 2 miles and 3/8 that day, I think, was really pushing it. Cut back and trip with him, he should really like. Before that, 8th of March at Thurles, heavy ground, almost waterlogged, 2 miles in main hurdle. He loved every bit of it. He won by 5 lengths. He had a very nice, easy victory. And then a Ferry House and Mare's main hurdle, 2 miles on 7th of February. Horse finished second by 3/4 length. He just couldn't catch the winner, but he jumped well throughout the main portion of the race. At 12 to 1 here today, I think he should run a big one. He should like the going a lot, so watch out for him. So to recap my bets for the first from Punchestown, the 340, it's JLT handicap hurdle. Gonna go with the 6 horse Call a Cab. I'm gonna go with the 9 horse here, Force of Forces, and I'm gonna go with the number 15 horse here, La Rena, 6, 9, 15 in the opener from Punchestown. Race number 2 now, the 415. The 415, it's the Grade B pigsback.com handicap chase. Handicap chase going for a purse of $77,500. It's for 4-year-olds and upwards. field of 24 horses here going the distance of ground of 3,200 meters or 2 miles over the chase course. My top pick in this race, I'm going to give you two horses that I think can win this race. A bit wide open, this one. I like the number 7 horse here, 3 stars, and I like the number 11 horse here, Cadmium. Sorry if I mispronounced the horse's name wrong, but I'm going to go 7-11 here. First horse talk about is number 7 horse, 3 stars, 8-1. Sean Flanagan is on this one for Henry Day Bromhead, who trains a 8-year-old gelding by Westerner. This horse's most recent outing came at the Festival at Cheltenham last month. 2 miles in the Great Roy Johnny Henderson Grand Annual Challenge Cup Chase. He finished 5th by 11 lengths, and he just couldn't get that good closing kick at the end, kind of weakened out of it. He jumped well early on, but, the final few fences, he just got outclassed, I think. Before that 3rd of February at Leopardstown, 2 miles and 8th in a handicap chase, he had a very good run. Finished second by 2 3/4 lengths at 25-1 behind Patrick's Park, who I believe ran yesterday on Wednesday at Punchestown. This horse, again, he just couldn't get that good run, and Patrick's Park just ran a little bit better. And then the handicap chase at Leopardstown, 3 miles 16th, 27th of December. Horse finished 21st by 50 lengths. It wasn't really getting there. It didn't jump all that well. That 3 miles might have been a little bit pushing it. I think he's a better 2-mile horse. He's getting it today. Watch out for him to run a big one. Another horse I like here is the number 11 horse, Cadmium. Gets Danny Mullins on this one for Willie Mullins. This horse's most recent outing came on the 24th of March at Thurles. 2 miles and a quarter novice chase. This horse finished 4th by 13 lengths and just kind of weakened out of it. Couldn't really get that good closing kick. It wasn't his day to win. Before that in a beginner's chase at Fair House, 2 miles and 3/16 on the 24th of February, he won by 5.5 lengths. It had great jumping that day. He ran in well and had a very nice victory. Another round great race. And then in Navan on the 20th of January, 2 miles and a half beginner's chase. Horse finished 3rd by 39 lengths. Never really got there at the end. The winners in front of him just ran a little bit better. I like him a lot here today, so watch out for him. So to recount my bets for today's second race from Punchestown, the 4:15. It's the Grade B pigsback.com handicap chase. Gonna go with the number 7 horse here, 3 stars. I'm also gonna use the 11 horse here, Cadmium. I might do a forecast box or an exacta box 7-11 here. So now let's get on to race number 3, the 4:50 from Punchestown. The 4:50. It's one of my favorite races of the week from Punchestown. It's a very good scenic race, aesthetically pleasing. The third race, the 4:50. It's the Friends First cross country chase for the LA Tooth Cup. It's a cross country chase going for a purse of $36,000. It's for 5-year-olds and upwards. Field of 10 horses going the 4 miles and 3/16 on the chase course, so they'll be going around quite a few times. My top pick in this race, I like the number 6 horse here, Cantlow. I'm going to go 6-7-1 in the TriCast of the trifecta. 6-7-1 TriCast trifecta. Top pick, the old boy, Cantlow, this 13-year-old gelding by Kaftara. Mark Walsh is on this one for Edna Bulger. This horse's most recent run came on the 14th of March at Cheltenham during the festival. 3 miles and 3/4 in the cross country. He didn't finish that day. He pulled up out of it. First start in quite a while. He definitely needed the race. I think coming back here to this race course where this horse has run very well on in the past, I think he should run a big one. Before that 15th of December at Cheltenham, 3 miles and 3/4 in the handicap chase. Finished second by 2.5 lengths. He jumped well. He just missed a little bit in the running, but he ran well on that very tough course. And then the cross country at Cheltenham before that, 3 miles and 3/4. He finished 4th by 10 lengths. It took a lot of time for this horse to really get going that day. It was under the ride most of the race. He ran this race last year and he finished second by a head. He just missed at the end, but he ran his heart out at 73 cents a dollar. And then at the cross country at Cheltenham in 2017, he finished 3rd by 10 lengths. He lacked a little bit at the end, but on this race course, I think he should love the going. He nearly won last year. I think he'll get the victory this year, so watch out for him. So to recount my bets for the third from Punchestown, the 4:50, it's cross country. Gonna go with the 6 horse Cantlow. Gonna go 6-7-1 in the TriCast of the trifecta. So now let's get on to race number 4. The 4th race, the 5:30, it's the featured of the afternoon. The 5:30, it's the Grade 1 Ladbrokes Champion Stayers Hurdle. It's going for a purse of $328,500. It's a hurdle race for 4-year-olds and upwards. Field of 12 horses going the 3-mile trip over the hurdle course. My top pick of this race, I like the number 8 horse here, number 8 horse Penhill. I'm going to go 8-5-4 in the TriCast, the trifecta. 8-5-4 TriCast trifecta, top pick number 8 Penhill. Hill. 7-year-old gelding by Mount Nelson. Paul Town is on this one. This horse's most recent outing came on the 15th of March at Cheltenham. 3 miles in the Grade 1 Stayers Hurdle there. He won by 2 lengths that day at 12-1. A bit of an upset. He jumped well, and he had a great turn of foot. A major improvement off his start before here at Punchestown last year. 3 miles in the Irish Daily Mirror Novice Hurdle. He finished second by 2 1/4 lengths, and he just was under the whip for the last portion of the race and never got there. Never had a really good run. It just wasn't his day to win. But that last run at Cheltenham off a layoff was very impressive. 12-1. Say he had a run between Punchestown and Cheltenham, I don't think he would have been 12-1. I think he would have been a lot shorter. I think a lot of people were afraid of the layoff. I know I was that day. That's why I didn't back him. He ran very well his last one. Before that, not so well. But before the Punchestown race in 2017, he ran at Cheltenham Festival 2017 in the Grade 1 Albert Bartless Novice Hurdle, where he won by 3.5 lengths. Another very easy victory. He jumped well and jumped for fun. Very nice race. And then to get his Guinness Novice Hurdle at Limerick, 3 miles on the 29th of December of 2016. He won by 7 lengths, and he had a very easy victory. Keith should like the going here today. Second off the layoff, he should run well. 9-5, not the best price, but you're going to have to take it, so watch out for him. So to recap my bets for the 4th from Punchestown, the 5:30, it's the Grade 1 Champion Stayers Hurdle. Gonna go with the number 8 horse, Penhill. Gonna go 8-5-4 in the TriCast, the trifecta. So now let's get on to race number 5, the 6:05. The 5th race from Punchestown, the 6:05. It's the Alana Holmes Handicap Hurdle. It's a Grade B race here, going for a purse of $71,500. It's 4-year-olds and upwards. Field of 28 horses, but we have 3 reserves, so that means only 25 will go the distance of ground of 3 miles over the hurdle course. My top pick in this race, I'm not going to give you a top pick. I'm going to give you 3 horses that I think can win. So those 3 horses are the 2-horse Glenlow, the number 9 horse here, who is Little Luck, and the number 18 horse here, who is Diardo Vallis. Hopefully I said that right. But 2:19:18 here in the 6:05 from Punchestown. First horse to talk about is number 2 horse Glenlow. BJ Garrity's on this one for Gordon Elliott. This 7-year-old gelding by Cave Terra. This horse's most recent outing came on the 15th of March at Cheltenham. 3 miles in the Grade 3 per Temps Network Final Handicap Hurdle. This horse finished second by nose that day. He jumped well as a 9-2 favorite. He just missed at the end, but it wasn't a bad outing. It was a very respectable race. Before that, the 28th of December at Leopardstown, 3 miles in a handicap hurdle. He finished third by 7.5 lengths. A lower weight horse just won that day. He jumped well, but it wasn't the worst race, but it wasn't the best race. He jumped well, we'll say that. And then before that, now on the 26th of November, soft ground, 2 miles 7/8 handicap hurdle. Staying that day, finished second by 2.5 lengths. He jumped well and had a very, he did a very nice second place finish. He's run here at Punchestown in the past. His most recent outing came on the 5th of February of 2017, 3 miles in a handicap hurdle. He finished 5th by 10 lengths, and he just never was there. But that was when this horse wasn't really improving. He's been improving with that start since every start after that. I like him a lot here today, so watch out for him. Another horse here I like is the number 9 horse, the number 9, who is Little Luck. Gets Lynch in the saddle. 8-year-old gelding by Mauler, 12-1 here. This horse's most recent outing came on the 14th of April, which was last Saturday. Well, 2 Saturdays ago now, at Aintree, 3 miles and 8th in the Grade 3 Gaskell's Handicap Hurdle. He finished third by 11 lengths behind Mr. Big Shot, who just put on a show, I think. This horse, he was closing up well at the end, had a few mistakes during the portion of the race. But, he does a lot better, I think, in Ireland. His races, that race wasn't the worst, but wasn't the best. His start before in Ireland was very good. 2nd of April, heavy ground, 2 miles 3/4 in a handicap hurdle. He won by 5.5 lengths that day. Another very nice victory for this horse. And the Ferry House, 2 miles and a half on the end of February in handicap hurdle. He finished 8th by 48 lengths, weakened out of it. But, his races during the late spring, almost early summer, are always good races for him. We're getting to that portion of the year today, and at 12-1, I like him quite a bit, so watch out for him. Another horse I like here is the number 18 horse. The number 18 horse, Dierdo Vallis. Danny Mullins is on this one for Willie Mullins, 8-year-old gelding. This horse's most recent outing came on the 1st of April at Cork, 2 miles and 3/8 in a handicap hurdle. He finished third by 12 lengths, and he just was under the ride most of the race, never really got going. It just wasn't his day to win. Before that, there was 2.5 miles in a novice hurdle. He finished second by 3.5 lengths. As the favorite, he jumped well. He had a slight mistake. Other than that, he jumped well, lacked a little at the end, but it wasn't a bad outing. And then the handicap hurdle, Leopardstown, 3 miles on 20th of December. Horse finished 15th by 50 lengths. As a 7-1 favorite in a very wide open race, he just never was really there. His last victory came about at the end of August of last year, 2 miles 3/8 in main hurdle, down roll. He won by 4 lengths. A very nice, easy victory. I think he'll be getting back on track with this race here today. 15-1. Watch out for him. So to recap my bets for the 5th from Punchestown, the 605. It's Grade B, Alana Holmes handicap hurdle. Gonna go with the number 2 horse here, Glencoe. I'm gonna go with the number 9 horse here, Outlet of Luck, and I'm gonna go with the 18 horse, Dierdo Vallis, 2918 here in the 605. Race number 6 now from Punchestown, the 640. It's the Grade 1 Ryanair Novice Chase. It's going for a purse of $137,500. It's a steeplechase for 5-year-olds and upwards. Field of 7 horses going the 3,200-meter trip or 2 miles over the chase course. My top pick of this race, I'm going to use the favorite Footpad. I think he should run a big one. I'll go 3-5-7 in the tricast of the trifecta. 3-5-7 tricast trifecta. But my top pick, number 3, Footpad. He should win 2-5. Bad price, but again, he should still win. Daryl Jacobs on this one for Willie Mullins. 6-year-old gunning here. Source's most recent outing came at Cheltenham last month. Heavy ground, 2 miles in the Racing Post Arkle Trophy Chase. He won by 14 lengths that day and put on a show in a field of 5 horses. Took off clear. A very nice victory for this horse. Before that, 2 miles and 1/8 at Leopardstown, the Grade 1 Frank Ward Slist Hills Arkle Novice Chase. He won by 5 lengths again. Didn't have his regular rider-up of Walsh that day. Instead, he had Paul Town, and he still jumped well. And then before that, in Racing Post Novice Chase at Leopardstown on Boxing Day, he won by 11 lengths. Another easy victory. He's a winner of his last 4. His only loss in his last few starts came last year at the Punchestown Festival in the Stayers Hurdle, where he finished third by 18 lengths, but he never really got going. But I think he's a lot better horse over the chases. I think here today he should put on a show at 2-5. Again, for the 5th time. Not the best price, but I think you're going to have to take it. Watch out for this great horse to run well. So to recap my bets for the 6th from Punchestown, the 640, it's the Grade 1 Ryanair Novice Chase. Going to go with the 3 horse Footpad. I'm going to go 3-5-7 in the tricast of the trifecta. 3-5-7. So now let's get on to race number 7, the 715. Remember, the 8th race, 745, there will be no tip because it's just a very hard race. But race number 7, the 715 from Punchestown, it is the listed Close Brothers Mares Novice Hurdle. It's a Mares Novice Hurdle going for a purse of $42,000. It's for 4-year-olds and upwards, mares only, that have not won more than 2 hurdle races and that have not won a Grade 1, Grade 2, or Grade 3 here. Field of 17 horses going the distance of ground of 3,200 meters or 2 miles over the hurdle course. My top pick in this race, I like the number 10 horse here, Mohena. Hopefully I said that right. I'm going to go 10-7-5 in the tricast, the trifecta. 10-7-5, tricast, trifecta. Top pick number 10, Mohena. It's 4-1. Gets Hogan in the saddle. This 6-year-old filly by Westerner. This horse's most recent outing came on the 17th of April, so last Tuesday now at Ferry House. 3 miles in novice handicap hurdle. He finished 4th by 14 lengths that day, and he never really got going that day. Kind of weakened out of it. It just wasn't his day to win. I think it's another step down in class, and I think coming back here where this horse has had success, she should run well. For the 21st of March at Limerick, 2 miles 3/4 in the Grade 3 Kerry Group EBF Shannon Spray Mares Novice Hurdle. This horse had a very good second place, finished by 2 1/4 lengths. Jumped well, lacked a little bit at the end, but it was a very respectable race. And then a Punchestown 2 miles in Mares Hurdle. This horse won by a length. Another very nice easy victory, and this horse won a very nice bumper here on New Year's Eve. I like this horse here a lot. 4-1, has success over this race course, has a good weight in this spot of 158 pounds. Watch out for this horse to run a big one. So to recount my bets for the 7th from Punchestown, the 715, it's the listed Close Brothers Mares Novice Hurdle. Gonna go with the 10 horse here. Gonna go 10-7-5 in the tricast, the trifecta. So good luck to all. Please follow me. on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody, and join me tomorrow here on YouTube for more Punchestown preview. Good luck.